Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. It's Friday, November 26th, Black Friday 2021. Lots of news here. Stocks are suffering the worst Black Friday on record because of South Africa reporting on a new coronavirus variant. I'll talk about that, the stock news, new restrictions that are being talked about, and if you're an investor, what you need to watch closely. Plus, earlier this week, we did a small business survey asking you to rate the SBA and leave your comment. We had over 1,200 of you respond in the first couple days. There's a few surprises. We're going to share the results here and then share the raw data with the SBA. So stick around for that. I'll keep today's video short. 2 announcements. Be sure to hit subscribe to support our community and turn on the alerts. You can say you were part of the first 100,000 subscribers to Skip. We continue to do giveaways. You know, we've given away tens of thousands of dollars back to our subscribers over the past year. So join in. Plus 2 new subscribers. We will give 2 months free of our one-on-one funding support. We'll pick the 2 winners next Monday. And give this video a like. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes in this video. We would love for people to see this SBA EIDL data. And if you need funding for yourself or your small business, get in touch with us. You can book one-on-one support at helloskip.com/join, or you can now text us and we'll text or call you back at 650-695-6133, 650-695-6133. All those links right below. I'm going to start with the survey data. So we had over 1,200 respondents to this survey. We asked, rate the SBA based on your experience and indicate whether you received EIDL grants, loans, PPP loans, and a few other open-ended questions. Thousands of comments. We will publish those in a long PDF and CSV. If you're curious and you want some of that anonymized raw data, that's what we'll be sharing with the SBA. Here's the rating. Small businesses give the SBA 2 out of 5 stars. Here's how it looks. 50% of businesses gave the SBA 1 star, 14% 2 stars, 10% 3, 6% 4, and 20% 5 stars. And as we expected, there is a correlation between small businesses that received either PPP or EIDL funding and their view of the SBA. For businesses that rated the SBA with 5 stars, 79% received funding of some kind. Of those that gave the SBA 1 star, 48% did not receive any EIDL funding. Also, there's a correlation between those that used Skip when applying for PPP or EIDL funding and how folks rated the SBA. So of the small business owners that gave the SBA 5 stars, 41% of them used Skip. Of the businesses that rated the SBA 1 star, 63% stated that they did not use Skip. Okay, so who's received funding to date and who's still waiting? According to our survey, 30% of small businesses have received no funding to date. So keep that in mind if you're still waiting. We always try to emphasize there are lots of people in the same situation. As frustrating as it might be, because many of you have been waiting for months, there's other people like you. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we are thankful that we have been able to help tens of thousands of people successfully navigate these processes, help them along the way, or wherever they're at in their journey. Only 19% have received funding from all 3 programs. And here's the big surprise. We have a little over 30 days left to apply for EIDL loans, either original loans or increases. 56% of small businesses are still waiting on additional EIDL funding. Of course, we have a cash flow calculator on our website that's free. If you want to see how much you might be eligible for, go to EIDL2.com. That's the number 2. Now, tons of comments here. We're going to publish all of these. Many of you read the comments here on YouTube or leave great comments, but we were completely overwhelmed with the amount of feedback that you wrote in. Many people wrote long paragraphs. It got me thinking maybe we should write a book about the SBA programs, EIDL, PPP. We know it's been a nearly 2-year journey for many of you, and our team's been covering this daily for about 20 months now. Should we put together a book or not? If you think we should, let me know in the comments. The goal there would be to mainly tell your stories. Many of you have had positive and negative stories. That's what we've seen. It's very divided. Some of you smooth sailing. Some of you it's been a nightmare. We want to tell those stories and give a voice to you. Maybe one way to do that is a book, or maybe we could do a video. People who did give the SBA 5 stars had positive things to say about the customer service and customer support. Here's one quote. Generally, the customer service agents have been friendly and eager to help to the best of their ability. For those folks that did not have a positive experience, aside from not receiving the funding, which of course is a big frustration, that's the goal here, to get funding, their comments concerned the poor communication they received from the SBA. Several businesses highlighted their frustration with the lack of communication or lack of consistent information they received from the SBA. One business owner reflected on the experience by saying this: they should provide more clear information on completing applications and other needed paperwork. Confusion with the 4506T caused a lot of issues. Those are some of the main takeaways. Are you surprised by any of these? When we share the raw comments, I think it will be even more insightful to hear more of the stories, more of the frustration. Now, we've closed the survey for now, but if you want to see if you're eligible for EIDL funding, you can go to EIDLquiz.com. Okay, now to the big Black Friday stock market news. Stocks, oil dropped sharply on concerns over the new COVID-19 variant. The Dow finishes its worst Black Friday on record while Treasury yields slide. Here's how it looks today. Everything's down. Stocks are down. Crypto is down. Bitcoin and Ethereum dropped heavily with this news. So here's the news coming out of South Africa. They raised the alarm. The government is considering new restrictions to contain a fast-spreading strain. The World Health Organization has called an urgent meeting to discuss. This is more significant than, say, the Delta variant. Scientists say it has a high number of mutations that make it more transmissible and allow it to evade some of the immune responses triggered by previous infection or vaccination. This news came out yesterday, was issued in a hastily called news briefing. There's no new name for this strain yet. It's currently dubbed as B11529. The South African Health Minister said this, quote, It just again reinforces the fact that this invisible enemy we are dealing with is very unpredictable. The S&P 500 down 2.3% today, NASDAQ down 2.2%, crude oil tumbled 12%. Here's why some investors feared that this strain could set back months of efforts to revive the world economy and save lives. Investors seem to be following the playbook they pulled out early in the pandemic, March 2020, sell travel stocks, buy work-from-home stocks. Quote, this is a market that is well practiced in terms of reacting to COVID. As a result, many airline stocks dropped today, while vaccine makers, Moderna and Pfizer, rose 21% and 6% respectively. Netflix and DoorDash, which benefited from the stay-at-home orders, rose 1.1% and 1.6% respectively. It's important to note that scientists haven't come to firm conclusions yet on how contagious this new strain might be, and will this new strain render current vaccines less effective or not. TBD on that, but there has been a sell-off today as a result. I'll keep you posted there. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on the alerts. We're picking 2 subscribers on Monday to give 2 free months of one-on-one funding support to, and we'll even do that for existing folks who booked one-on-one support, so you can still go ahead and book today. helloskip.com/join, or text us 650-695-6133. We are now there during normal business hours. All those links and the link to our survey results in the description. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.